Okay. Line. Line. Oh, wow. It's just this is a private live. It's just a couple of us. Anyway, I'm live now. You should either be getting a notice, or there should be something on my feed that you can see, right? So it might be a post on my feed. If you go to my Facebook page, I cannot fucking tell anything. I can see me there. I can't see anything here but stats. I can't see my video. Uh-oh, I can. 2002, 2003, 2004. Okay, okay, there's about a 7-second fucking delay. Colors, content. Colors? Why the hell is it saying colors? What the fuck is that shit? Are you there? Oh, cool. You can see me? Can you see me? I just got your message on my on the phone here. I have to hook up the mic and the camera and a bunch of stuff. How am I doing? Ta-da! Oh, hi, follow me around. I'm signaling to the camera now to follow me around. Okay, so I don't have anything set up yet. I don't know what you can see or hear or anything. I'm just gonna kind of wing it and hope that you can see me. Hello, here I'm walking around. You see me here. The microphone on the camera is probably not the best of knocking things around here. It's not a good idea if I'm gonna put the phone on this one. Okay. I don't know where I'm getting comments from. If you can. Okay. Okay, let me respond to your message here somehow. How do I respond to? Ooh. I said cool, I guess, because I can't put an emoji on there. Some reason I don't know why. Send, right? Send. There we go. Okay, so you should just be receiving my my reply. I hope. I still don't see. Oh, okay. I'm seeing comments. Cool. Fucking A. All right, this is working. Hello. Yes, I can see and hear you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. 1 minute. All right. I wonder what the lag time is. It looks like from my end, like it's about 7 seconds. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to give that up pretty soon. I got you here. I can see your comments. Um, all right, so you can give me a signal of what if you can hear me okay or anything like that. If I'm talking too fast, too slow, whatever. You know, you're a friend, man. You're here to criticize me. Uh, the point of this is so that I get better at it, not so that I get my ego stroked. Right? I need, um, for example, this here. I'm going to need to know if I got this camera. Is that at the right height? It seems to me like when I'm looking at it, like it is the right height. Let me know if I should adjust that higher, lower. I think it looks pretty decent, close enough, I guess. Let me get my microphone set up here. I'm gonna push the software out of the way, or the window out of the way, so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I don't have to worry. I'm walking over to the side, like the camera can't, like it's like I'm walking out of the film. They can see me. Okay, I'm just getting the microphone set up. This is the Rhodes microphone. That's that's these here. It has the case, the little charging case that comes in it. These are good microphones. They really are. They make a difference. When I was looking into this, uh, one of the things they said was the most important, even more important than the camera, was the microphone. Feels like I'm sounding a little hoarse. It's the end of the day. I'm better in the morning. I tried to do this earlier, but I got there was a delay. Okay, so I got the microphone on. Is this on? It's on. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got the sound there. Let me see. Um, Let me know when you can tell when the sound switches over to the new mic. Are you still there? $31 frames. Okay, what does it say? Okay, one reaction, 3 comments, one viewer, one reaction, blah 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 blah. This is going to be pretty boring for you, so I just want to say I appreciate you hanging in there with me. All right. Can you tell if the new microphone is working or not, or if it's still getting the sound from the camera? It's hard for me to see on through the Facebook dashboard here what can. Oh wait, okay. So I think on their dashboard I have it set up. It's going to software, so it's picking up everything from the. It's picking up its whole feed from the OBS Studio. Cool. All right. So you know what that means? That means that whatever I do on the OBS Studio is automatically transferred downstream to Facebook. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Which also means, yeah, it's good. Mike, I'm reading your comment here now. You sound great. Very little background noise. Yeah, it's a pretty decent microphone. The microphone makes the whole difference, right? Um, Now the rest of it is just me trying not to act like a clown in front of the camera. You know, I think I could get. Oh man, look at that! A big giant salamander just went across the. It's a nice, pretty one, green, black stripes, big. Oh well. about this big too, man. This is a huge one. Okay. All right. It's. I need some way of getting some feedback. Um, yeah, just periodically give me some kind of something. I mean, we're doing great. I think I'm going to. The sound is good. The video is good. The camera's following me around. I think the next thing I should do is try to set up the Do On software so that I can take what this is. Where I'm going to try to use the dual camera and set this up. I'm going to set this up in here, right? Basically, that's what I just did, and get this to synchronize with the OBS software on there. So I'm going to have to try that out. So see how this goes. Okay, so I believe I'm just gonna, you know what, I'll do it this way so you can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. All right, that'd be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh, you fucker, you. And do this. Earlier, I think. Right. You're gonna have to bear with me. I'm an old man. Believe it or not, I don't know if you believe this or not, but I just got this phone, and it's my first phone. I'm 57 years old, and I've never had a phone before, so I'm learning this, and this is cool because now that I have this unlocks like a whole new world of opportunity um, for me in terms. I was just reading your comment. They got squirrels, huh? um, but it opens a whole new world of opportunity in terms of the software stuff, things that I can do. That and our internet up until just very recently. I'm talking this year. We were constrained to HughesNet. I'm talking to my image. I should be talking to the camera. We were constrained to HughesNet, and that is a mind-numbingly slow, tedious, exercise in frustration is what that is. Yeah. But anyway, we have a different service provider now, and it's much better. So combined, so that gave me the excuse to go, oh, you know what? I could probably get some use out of a cell phone. Now that I have the cell phone, now I'm going, okay, I can actually do. Not only can I watch YouTube videos for now, right, on something other than like the slowest possible speed, I can, I can communicate with people faster than I can type. I can make videos, which led me to this, right, where running into one constraint after the other, one obstacle after the other, and overcoming them, right? One bandwidth issue, one laptop that fucking takes a shit on you, one, you know. So anyway, I'm getting it. Hey, you know what? I can ramble pretty good after all, I think. Right? Very. Yeah. We just have squirrels. Okay. Back to the camera here. I want my rant. Swipe to open. Go to. I'm trying to look for software now to figure out how to do this one works. I think it's. Oh, now I'm already there. All right. So, what is it? Do on. Do on. Do on. Do. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Plug and play. We'll see about that. Wired, wireless. We're gonna go. I should probably get different glasses outside. Yeah, quick. Oh, maybe I just gotta start it up. Let's see, ding. File execution block. Why? Windows. Oh, my antivirus don't like you. Duan. That's PCmatic, by the way. Has my back. It does not like you, Duan. But I like you, so I'm going to let you fly here. Okay, how do I get you to stop? You know what? I don't know how to get you to stop. Or at least temporarily. PCmatic is strong arming me on my own laptop. Okay. Somehow, could it be thinking protection level allows protection not recommended. Prompt. In this case, I'll see if I can set it to prompt, and maybe if it gives me a prompt, I can tell it no, right, or yes. Prompt it again. Okay. I just turn it up. I'll just turn it up. Okay, we're going. We're raw dogging it now. You got no protection. Protection level off. I'm gonna flip it over up until after 10 minutes. Pause for an hour. I'll get right now. Yeah, I know. I'm unprotected. Let's see what happens. There we go. Uh-oh. We're in. Okay, got the software running. Oh, guys, it's probably spyware, right? You know it's spyware. There's a reason PCmatic don't like it. It's made in China. Okay, so I got these two softwares going. Okay, this it should be recognizing something or other. Right. We want Randall's media laptop. Bingo. Start. Successful merger. Okay. Sweet. What this means is that I have a successful merger with the Duan software with its, I'm going to call it host application on the laptop. Both applications are kind of communicating with each other, right? Mirroring whatever's on the phone to the application on the laptop. So that seems to be working. You hanging in there with me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not great with computers, but you should be able to add an exception in the firewall. Yeah. This is the PCmatic version. I haven't really navigated my way through their software yet. I keep talking to this. I gotta get. You know what? I'm gonna get used to talking up here. But I haven't navigated their software yet. I gotta figure out how to whitelist this software in there, like you were talking about. I've got to figure that out. So I haven't. I'm like a squirrel crossing the street here. Got too many things going. All right, so turn this on. I think that this here won't turn off if once I have the camera going. Once I have the camera function working, this is camera. We'll switch over to video, right? And now when I'm recording, now if that's recording, that ain't gonna shut off. I don't have to worry about having to turn that back on all the damn time. And I got a little file on there, side video. Hold on, I gotta get some bug spray. The mosquitoes are starting to come out. This is Texas, and it's really humid. The mosquitoes here are like ferocious. They're beasts. Okay, so I've got this on. Let's see if I can see. I should see it in the Duan software. Where are you at? There it is. What's it looking at? It's looking at the wall. Okay, that's something, right? So now I'm going to stream it. Duan camera, think. And now what this is doing, what I'm telling the Duan software to do, is to stream, right? So it's mirroring from the camera, and now it's to the Duan software, and now it's streaming from the Duan software to the OBS Studio, to something that the OBS Studio can pick up, right? As a camera, so now let's see here. I think I found it. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got the Duan camera up on top. I don't know if you can see that. I don't have your comment page up right now, so I can't see your comments. I'm in the OBS software. I'm in the OBS software trying to get the door image to show up in my upper right hand corner box here somewhere, I guess. Thanks for hanging in there too, buddy, man. I appreciate this. Everything's still working okay, right? Any glitches? Whatever comment. I'll in a couple of minutes I'll go catch up on anything you're commenting on. As soon as I can get this camera on, I've got it here. I've got it in its software. It's streaming, but for some reason I don't see the image yet in my screen. And then I'm going to need to confirm if you can see it where you are. Properties. Maybe if I go into just properties and just go into here, maybe if I deactivate and activate it. Does that help? Does that turn on? It's not on. I'm not seeing it. It isn't there. It's there. Let me try deactivating it and reactivating it. Now activate. It's still not turning on. The stuff is there. You can see this is live. Oh, that's not even a live image, man. It froze up. What happened? Huh. Okay, so the thing, for some reason, the software glitched. It froze up somewhere along the line. So I don't know how to restart it. There's no function key here. Back. Okay. Maybe if I restart it, shut it down and restart it, see if that helps. I wonder if I get this up and running. Oh well. I'm just gonna try different things and get this so everything, get all the balls in the air until eventually I can juggle them. I guess, right? Okay, so I've got the camera. There's another sigh. I sigh a lot, don't I? I'm tired. It's the end of the day. At least I'm streaming. Turn it back on here. Yes. Think. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go back to here. Stop recording. Go back to the screen. Open Duon software. Stop mirroring. Confirm. Start mirroring again. It was successful. We'll see. And we're going to go back to the camera, right? That was this one. Yeah, there it is. This one. Video, record. That's going. And this is not going. Okay. Think. There it is. All right, it's going. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to shut this down. Or not shut this down. No, I'm not going to shut this down. I'm going to call up the window where your comments might be. All right, can you see both images now? You should see two cameras. One from the here, right, and the other one from the Duon. And I should have. I can't see what I'm doing on this laptop, and what I'm talking. I'm gonna have to move. You know what? I'm gonna switch these around a little bit here so I can see myself and you better, because I have two different windows, two different applications. One for the live stream on one side of the laptop screen. I don't have a dual screen here yet. I will, but the other image on the other half of the laptop screen. So, but they're not occupying the same part of the application, so it's a little bit more efficient this way. Better layout. There you go. I could have just said that in 2 words. Better layout. Okay, I can see you and I can see me. Sweet. Alrighty. I just need to see a little bit bigger. This is what they're doing in the in those videos when you see their hands are going somewhere, right? And what are you doing? Okay, I think I should back up a little bit. They say in the in most of the videos that I've watched that you should keep your hands, yeah, front and side. Cool. Yeah, that's I see it now. Front and side. Yeah, got it working now. This is a camera now that I can carry around with me. This is like the portable job, right? So you can see the camera in the upper left-hand corner now, right? And I can take this. You see if I hold it, not upside down, right, and just walk around with it. See, as I'm walking around here, well, I'm gonna show you my little nifty little light thing. You know, how come it's looking at me? Shouldn't be looking at me. But well, anyway, you get the point. I don't know why it's looking at me. Oh, because that's how I have to. This have my brain all screwed up. All right, because I have it set to look at me. All right. Oh, that's how I would do it. Just the camera. I've got a lot to learn, man. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look old. Is what I'm gonna look. Oh well, it is what it is, man. Hey, you know what? I'm not too shabby there for old though. I mean, I'm out of shape, but I could be worse. Let's see what we got here. See it now, front and side. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad I got that working. Now I've got. Okay, now I've got to just get to where I'm switching from scene to scene. This is a pretty decent. Live. Just wait a minute. If I could just keep this on me, this would be a pretty decent live. You know, like I got 2 cameras. I can walk around. I can talk to somebody if there's some point of interest. I can take. Let me practice this right now. If there's some point of interest, um, in the shop. Somebody wants to see. Let's see. Is there anything I don't have anything I put together yet. Interested in here. Okay, so Right, so we turn the camera on, and there, bingo, right? So, some point riches, they want to see something. Hey, where'd you get all that riches at? I don't know. Right? I don't know. Let me put this back up. I'm acting like a clown. I'm tired. I'm getting too tired. That's not too bad. I think this works pretty good. I think right now the only thing is I actually have to have something to say. I think I can set this up pretty well. The laptop now handles it. The Wi-Fi reaches. I had to swap out. I don't know what camera I'm talking to. I had to swap out the Wi-Fi card in this thing after after the other laptop took a shit on me, and my son, who this one here broke on him, he couldn't get it fixed. I thought, oh well, I'll fix it, and then I'll use it because that's a Alienware laptop. This is one of his gaming laptops. I thought that's perfect for what I need. But the Wi-Fi card was broke, so I had to, order a new one, replace that. That was going to pick up these new little pins that hold them in there. So that took me a little bit to figure out how to get them re-clipped in place. So anyway, yeah, I'm going on a long story, but I got that fixed. That's working now, and so I'm in the process of downloading the software. All the software that I was using in the PC in the office, right? That has the horsepower, but that's stationary. That's not portable. I can't bring that around like I can a laptop. Now I can't. I can do these out here in the office, in the shop, my shop, out on the front porch and yard. Whatever. I can drag this around. I got the portable mic. The mic. See, the thing about the mic is I can walk off. You should be able to hear me. Right. Yeah, I'm back. See. I give you credit for streaming. I don't know. I don't know if that's a compliment, or if that's a, like, yeah, that was brave what you did there. Oh, I'm getting thirsty, a little parched. Another thing that I have to learn and to constantly train myself is to stand up straight. I have to constantly repeat a command to myself in my head: stand up straight. You know, because if I don't, I'll have a tendency to slouch, and I don't want to slouch. I stand straight. I hope you can't hear too much of me slurping that coffee down or that water down. It was coffee, now it's water. I think now, yeah, now it's pretty much just content, right? I got the software. This is working pretty good enough for now. I don't want to play with too much more, adding more things to the software tonight. I'm tired. My brain is starting to get a little buggy, and I'm going to keep playing until I break something. Because that's just what I'm going to do. That's what I always do. But while I'm talking to you, I guess I can show you some things, right? So I'm going to talk about some ideas that I'm going to have for. You look perfectly fine. You look perfectly fine and confident. It's just a lot harder to convince ourselves of that sometimes, despite being objectively true. Yeah, I guess that's true, right? we don't see ourselves the same way others see us. Sometimes, uh, both in terms of us not being able to see our own shadow, right? So I do things subconsciously that my conscious mind isn't aware of, right? Because it's my shadow. But there's also this golden shadow thing, right? There's these talents and things that we hold back on that we don't want to, you know, we don't want to shine, we don't want to stand out, we don't want to, or we just have been smacked down so much that you start getting a little, gun shy, you know what I mean? Like once bitten, twice shy, so to speak. So yeah. Um, So it's good to have other people that can see that, right, and point that out to you, so that you can it lifts your spirits. It feels good. Thank you, thank you. I suck at taking compliments. I do. Thank you. Oh, I don't know what I should know. Okay, so what is in the jar? Well, one of the ideas that I had was making prices. Oh, let me turn this around here. Okay, so one of the ideas that I had. Did that thing freeze up on me? It froze up again, didn't it? Why did it freeze up? I have. Let's see. Huh. Hold on. I'm gonna figure that out. And you. Front end. I stopped hearing you after you passed the door. Shit. Stopped hearing you after you passed the door. That was after I passed the door going out. Huh. So maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I'm not on this microphone. I might be on that microphone still. Oh man. Hmm. Microphone. Come on. How do I get the damn properties of the microphone? Properties. Jesus. Okay, that's the wireless pro. It's the microphone is it's on. There is no there's no desktop audio. Yes, going out. Okay. All right. So there's a what was that? Maybe 20-second or so delay. Okay. Um that's weird. I'm going to see if I can see it from there. Okay. So I can see the audio. All right. All right, I'm going to stand right about here and let me know if you can still hear me. Uh, let me know if you can still hear me now. Okay, I'm standing out here testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me now? Let me know. I'm walking back in. Coming in through the door. Okay, and it seems like there's a yeah, it's a wireless mic. The range is supposed to be pretty good, but maybe not. There might be some ear interference around here or something that I don't know about, but it's something that I probably need to be aware of. If there's any
what do they call them, blackout zones or anything like that, you know, because there is, I know with the radio, when I transmit radio RF signal to my um, to my trusty radio over here when I want to listen to some music, depending on where I'm standing in the shop, I interfere with that signal. So there's, you know, there's that kind of thing happens. Um, I think one of the things that I'm going to have to get used to as well is this 20-second delay. So I'm going to have like a backlog of things to talk about while I'm waiting for a reply, because the reply isn't going to coincide with what I'm saying now. There's going to be this like time loop going back and forth. All right. So I'm going to have to get used to that, and keeping track of that camera there, which also locked up. Right. So I'm going to have to figure out why this is locking up. I think it might be, I might have it set up on one of these devices as uh, the temporary version of the software, you know, when you don't pay for it yet, but I have it paid for, so it's bought. So I just have to, I might have to unlock one of them or something, if that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know how to get it started. I don't know if I should start it on this or if the problem is on this. Okay, here it's not doing anything, but I don't have any options on here. Nothing I can click on. There's nothing I can do. Oh, this is making me nuts. I don't know what I just clicked on. I just clicked on something in the Duan software. And what the fuck do you want to allow it? Don't you hate it when you don't know what an icon is and you click on it and everything just kind of. I got a story to tell you. Hold on. Before I even do this, I'm gonna tell you the story. Well, over in Iraq, right? I was in charge of uh, inspecting some generators, and there were some pretty expensive heavy duty generators, or like, you know. And there was one of them was happened to be running a defect in a series of other generators. Was running a defect that a general and some big brass were inside of having a meeting over a budget proposal on that base at that time. And I was walking in there, and I was just taking down numbers, and I was looking for the serial number, I think it was, on the thing, and it had one of these new touch screens, and it was dusty. So I just kind of walked up to it and I said, huh. You know, and I just wiped the dust off the screen, and all I heard was, the whole thing shut down, the whole defect, the whole everything shut down. So the first thing my buddy said to me was, Randall, don't run, don't run. Yeah, we will never talk about this again. We don't talk about this again. And we kind of just walked out of there, didn't like nothing happened. Yeah. Okay, back to the software. That was a quick break. All right. Get this thing going up again. So we have multimedia center. I did buy. Oh, I might have to just log into this, maybe. Right? Log, quick stuff. Did it. It says my name, so I should be logged in. Service enabled, expiring. Yeah, no. Okay, service is enabled. Okay, so and it should be on this one. I didn't ever. Are we still recording? Yeah, this is still recording. Okay, so. Oof. Um. Duan, where are you? Stop mirroring. Confirm. Press this. Start mirroring. Now we're going to go into here and it's going to say, can I please? Let me see. Right? Mirroring, and it's wireless. Okay. Oh, because the phone turned off. There we go. I don't know why. This is making me crazy. Camera, can I just push that? I hope. Yeah, okay. Video, and now record again. Okay, so maybe I have 2 more minutes. Is this thing on? No, it's not on. Is it on? Okay, now it's on. Okay, yeah, we're doing something. Okay, it's back on. I'm streaming. You should see me. And now let me get your software up here, Facebook, so I can see you. Unplug it and plug it back in, right? Yeah. I still heard you that time. Cool. All right. So this mic is recording. That's good. Yeah, unplug it. That's what you know what? I don't like to have to do that when it's when I'm live, right? I don't want to be in the middle of a live stream and have to constantly be turning that on and off. Maybe there might be somebody in the audience, one of my friends. Maybe I'll talk to him and ask him why that's doing that, or find out why that 2-minute time limit seems to be still active. Or maybe it's just a glitch. I mean, I might be just seeing patterns where there are no patterns. Right? It might just be a coincidence that it glitched out twice, and I'm noticing, that as a pattern. It could be nothing at all. I'll pay attention to see if it glitches out after about 2 minutes this time. Yeah, but back to this now before it glitched out. All right, here we go. Now I need a drink again. My mouth is dry. I'm talking a lot. Okay, so one of the ideas I had was giving gifts away, having prizes and gifts for various Illuminists to recognize them for their talents and achievements in the arts of creativity, right? Like for drawing, painting, writing, right? Things that stand out. Like there are some things that are okay, they're good and they're accurate, but they don't really move you, right? And there's every now and then somebody will write something and it just hits you the right way, It's like, yeah, that's like it's like it's exactly something that it was on the tip of your tongue, and they said it, right? And you're like, wow, yeah, that's it right there, those kind of things, right? Now, and I want to recognize those moments, right? And for the audience, right? So I have a couple of Illuminists, and they're going to be they're giving me their poetry and some of their arts and stuff like that, and I'm gonna show them the pictures after we get this set up and how the file works. I'm gonna show it up. I'm gonna have some kind of a screen like what you see here now with my camera on, but what I'm gonna do is I'm sorry. You know what? I gotta watch out. Hi, Tiny. I gotta give it a signal. Okay, I gotta remember that. If I hold my hand up like that, that's a signal to the camera to tell it to stop following me. Okay, so I gotta watch my hands. So, anyway, there's gonna be prizes. And one of the prizes that I thought of was this box that I wanted to do and have the audience maybe help me design it. And it was a close the box, right? But a specific kind of close the box. I don't know if you're familiar with the close the box game, right? It's a box it's an ancient game that the Romans, I believe, played, where you have some dice and you have a box, and I'll show this to you to this camera. I think you can see it up here, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so you have a dice, and you roll the dice, and you see the numbers on here: 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if it's a mirror image on your side or not. That's another thing. Hey, take a note and let me know if that's if you're seeing a mirror image, or if you're seeing it the way if you're reading that the way it should look. That way I can correct it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll correct it here, if I'll correct it there, but I'll somewhere. I think probably in the OBS software, I'll probably correct it. And anyway, these things they'll stand up, right? So you have the 1, 2, 3. In this case, 1, 2, 3. This is just my proof of concept to make sure that that my little mechanism here worked, right? So you roll the dice, and let's say the dice comes up. In this case, we have 4, right? So the dice comes up. Well, hey, dice came up 1, right? So then you drop the 1, and the next roll, the dice may come up. Can you read that? Yeah, the dice might come up 2. So then you know, 2. We're getting ready to go. Oh, that was a 4, not a 1. All right. So, well, you get the idea, right? So, the idea is to get all of the dice or all of the dominoes to fall. And then this is going to go into a box. I'm going to have some carvings on it, and here on the back side, let me see. You probably would see it better here if I hold it up there. What the hell? Hey, buddy. Over here. Okay, I just confused Tiny. I'm gonna do it this way then. Okay. There's the other side, right? So they got symbols on them, right? And these are gonna be like various seagulls that I'm gonna have carved on a better set of dice. By the way, this is just for my own thought process, a prototype. I'm going to have the seagulls are going to be like, since there's going to be 12 dominoes, I'm thinking 12 zodiac signs, right? So they'll maybe Taurus, whatever, and the number 1 through 12 on the other side. So you'll set them down, right? With a dice roll. The box will have all kinds of intricate carvings on it. I can show you some of them. I don't know right now, but at some point I'll have. I've got a file on my other. I think it's on my other laptop, or it's in the G drive. It's somewhere. I can find some of those images and show them if you want to see. But one of them is a real nice Ouroboros snake in a V8, right? That I could carve on the lid. It's a 2.5D relief carve, real nice. And then some other carvings on all the sides, and maybe in the. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice prize for somebody, right? Well, we're going to figure out who gets that prize somehow, and that's one of the things we're going to work out live. I want to design it. I want to have videos of me, making it, and then somebody's going to get it. There's going to be for this prize. There's other projects that I'm going to be working on in terms of just wood shop stuff. Painting, making boxes and prizes, awards, things to give out to Illuminists. But also I want to do some segments where we're doing deep dives on certain topics, in ways that like that other asshole isn't touching on, the ideas of the transition between like infinity and the finite, or the reconciliation between being and non-being, and motion, and like getting into the nuances of those things, right? reconciliation between form and content, and right, and or qualia. Uh, those are the fascinating things, right? That I think about a lot, a lot. How are we doing? Sounds really cool. I'm plugging it back on. It's on. Cool. Thank you. I think it's the correct way and sounds really cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Um, I think I have a pretty good format. It's kind of sloppy right now. You can see though. I can just here, right. I think that the distance from the camera that works. It's much better that distance where you can see more of my body, not, and especially my hands. They say they want to. You should be able to see a person's hands. It doesn't have to be clean. Matter of fact, what they're saying is the more authentic, the better, right? The more of the authentic you that you can show, the better. So it's less rehearsed, right? But there are those times where I will have some things that are rehearsed. For example, if I'm reading something, and I have a teleprompter for that, so I can actually look in the camera as I'm reading it. So that's pretty cool, and that works. That works pretty good. Well, when I tested it, it worked. We'll see. We'll see when I need it how well it works. But yeah, that's these. Okay, and on the inside of the box, because it's Pandora's box, I'm thinking about having a lot of symbology inside of there. Maybe 72. I was thinking of the Solomon seals, and having those on the inside, and because they have to be so small. Maybe a carving isn't the best, but I was thinking maybe a laser etching them on the insides of the box all the way around, and a really cool dice that is just awesome looking, man. Matter of fact, I want to show you just the dice that's going in. This is just, it's like a blade that spins. Let me see here. You know what? I'll do this. If you're still there, you got a few minutes, don't you? I'm gonna see if I can get I'm gonna get another source up on the window. I'm gonna get a video source up on the window and do an overlay of a video source, and see if I can look up that dice for you while we're here. Yeah, give me just a minute here. Okay, scene. How do we do this? Scene. Enter new. I think we enter a new. Is it a new scene? No, it's a new object. Right here, we're going to have a new object. It's going to be is this a media source? I don't want to deal with a media source right now. I want to deal with a window capture. I could, yeah, I could do, could I do a window I could do a window capture. I'm just, because I only have one window, and if I do a window capture, I'm going to try to have to slice a little piece of it off and put it in here as an overlay. I think I can, let's do it as a window capture, fuck it. Window capture it is. I just capture there it is. Okay, so window capture, bingo. This is, because window capture I think is nice and easy. You don't have to really set much up to it there. You should see my window right there. Okay, and let me just shrink this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I got a window capture. Sweet. All right, now I'm just going to look up something. What was that dice? I forget what it was called. Dice. Just look up dice. Let's see. It should come up because it's a really, really, really cool one. Dice. Roll a die. Let's see. They've been advertising. So hey, that, you know what, that popped up pretty quick. Are you seeing this okay? I just want to see something here. Yeah, I'd love to do that, creating the woodworking live. The only thing that's stopping me, the only concern with that is dust on the cameras, right? The phone I'm not so bad worried about because they really make these things. They engineer them to, I mean, you put them in your pocket, and they're fine. But some of these other cameras aren't that great, and the sound is going to be horrible. If I do it live, I'm going to have to figure out how to mitigate because as soon as I crank them saws on and stuff like that, it's going to be loud. Especially to this microphone. This is a good microphone, but I've got to get in the software and set up the parameters where it will compress and expand, and then it will suppress noise suppression, and you set up all these variables and parameters around the microphone so that it basically picks up you and blocks out everything else. But there's some nuance in it, and it takes time, and I have to sit down and play with it, and I don't have the time to sit down and play with it just yet, but I will. Well, we're getting there, and I will. That's what I want to get to, though. I want to be where I'm, where if I'm talking about this, I want you to be able to see me making it, right? So here, I want to be able to. Okay, so I'll give you an example right now what I'm talking about. Okay, before I go back to the screen, I'll get a piece of wire real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna leave this here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here I'm back. I had it pick me up. All right. Thank you, Tiny. But anyway, okay. So here's a um, here's a if I back up a little bit, it's a copper wire is what it is. But this was the answer to how to make the hinge for these, right? So while we're here now, right? So something like this. So speaking of somebody wanting to see what I'm making, right? So I would be able to take this over here. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to the Duan camera if I can. Let me turn this window off. I should be able to. Yeah. All right, so there, I'm back on the Duan. You see how that works? That's not bad, right? All right, so we have this camera. Okay, I'm going to set this down. You should be seeing the vise. Are we seeing the vise? Where's my vise at? There it is, right? Oh, it's kind of leaning a little. Hold on. Right, so anyway, let's do this. You can see it. Right, I would be able to, while I'm live here, there, now that's on the vise. Okay, now let me go get my hammer. I'm going to show you how I make the, or this is a little bit thinner one, but all I did to make the hinge is take the, can you see this? I think, yeah, you can see my hand, right? Yeah, okay. So, watch. There you go. Now that, I know that was loud. I know that was loud. Let me know if that was too loud, by the way. Yeah. By the way, let me know if that hammering was too loud. And that is the, well, there you go. So we have this flattened like spoon shape on the end there, right? You can see that. And what I would do there is go over to this the drill station, drill a hole through that, right? So that hole now can receive another wire that goes through it this way. That wire that goes through it that way is what these things swing on. So that's the hinge, right? So then in the base, there's a series of holes that are drilled, and all these little pieces of wire just poke down in there, right? I know you can't, It really wasn't bad at all. Oh cool. That's good. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah. So I can get away with a little banging here and there, and it ain't going to be like breaking anybody's eardrums. I mean, and that's just the way it's set up now. It'll get better once I dial in the, like I said, the compression, the expansion, the noise compression. I think that's probably enough. It might be enough. There might be a couple other filters or whatever that have to be added. I don't know, but uh, those things and um, yeah, that's good. So that's good. I can get away with a little noise. I don't think the saw though. I mean, I heard the saw in one of my videos, and it was like that's loud. That was loud. I'll put this up. Yep. Yeah. Man, I don't know what to say now. We went through some of the software. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's still on me. All right. So I got the camera here. All right. So went through some of the software setting up. I literally just put in a new um, media item and just added it, scrolled it down on the screen there, and that seemed to work pretty decently on the fly. And it's there on Facebook, right? You're seeing me live. So that's good. That means this works. I'm streaming. That means that I have the bandwidth here out in the shop, right? This didn't glitch on you, did it? If it did, if it's glitched at all, let me know on there if it was smooth. The only thing I'm hoping that cut out was the camera in the beginning, and then the microphone. That one incident as I was walking out, but then it seemed like everything was smooth from that point on. I think you're ready to roll. It really wasn't bad at all. Okay, so any pointers do you have for me when I go live, right? So I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing this week. Right now, I'm not putting together a script. What I'm doing is I'm putting together some bullet points, right? So I'm just gonna, because I'll wander around and I'll forget what I'm talking about, and I'll talk about all kinds of crazy things, right? So I want to kind of stay on a sort of on a topic, so I'm going to have some bullet points to kind of keep me on point, and where I'm going to cover that and have some segments in there where I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to be doing it yet, but I'm going to be talking about it to the public, where all my ideas, I'm going to be telling them, or I'm thinking about having prizes and yada yada yada, and I'm going to be building the box, and I'm going to show them a bull head skull in my office there. I'm going to bring that out here probably because I'm going to cut out some stencils, and I'll be airbrushing some designs on that. Unfortunately, that's not going to be a prize to give away. That's my oldest son. He won't let me give it away. He said that's his inheritance. He wants it, so I got to make that prize. That's his. but the Pandora's box is going to be a prize. That's going to be a nice prize. I'm going to be handing out, or not handing out. I'll probably be mailing it out to somebody's post office probably. Okay, speaking of that box, let me go back to this window here, and I'm going to call up the dice. Let me search for this dice. Where was it? Dice. Okay, so the dice was, yeah, cool. You know what? Maybe if I just type it, coolest dice. That's what all the cool kids are calling it. No. Copper hollow metal dice set, dragon scale, metallic dice set, zeodetic. Dice is a real thing. I didn't know that. Yeah, there are a lot of kinds of dice out there. Here it is. Wand dice. This thing, baby doll. Yeah. This is the dice. Okay, so let me see. We're on Amazon. Do they have a video? Oh, here we go. We have a video.
Lately I've
Oh, but
been
here's
playing
some. Let me know if you can
D&D.
hear the video coming
At least I
through
would be if
the
my friends
window,
were
or if it's
free.
picking
The
up on my microphone.
planning
Maybe
session.
it was stupid video anyway. I think it was just some song. What did they do?
Lately
Oh, okay.
I've been playing D&D. At least I would be if my friends were free. The planning session.
Yeah.
Lately I've been playing D&D. At least I would be if my friends.
What do you think of that? Let me know. Okay, right. That was super loud for you. That means that the system volume, desktop volume is set at 67%. Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out where it's getting its input from the video from. It's going. So it's capturing the audio with the window. It's super loud. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That was the. All right. So I can navigate the. I can navigate the web. I can bring up. I can bring up different windows here. If I have multiple screens, I think it right because I have another laptop underneath there that works. It's just it doesn't have enough oomph to run the cameras and to stream everything right and to run the OBS software and all that stuff at the same time. It just craps out. So, but I can use it for another monitor or something like that on the side to take some of the slack off of this one if I have to. That'll help. So I, but when I do, I need a place to put it. I need another platform table, something, a desk, something to put it on so I have the different monitors. Then I can have all of this stuff open and I can see I can have the OBS software running, the Wooland software running, everything running, my web page, and I can have my web page up on one and the OBS on the other one, and I can see what I'm doing, scrolling, and I can do my transitions in the OBS at the same time. I think I can make it work. I mean, I can talk well enough, right? I'm articulate. I don't sound like a moron, but and I can get some of these points across. I think especially if I'm reading comments coming in like that, they'll trigger me. They'll trigger my thought process, and I can imagine people in the audience listening to me. So it's not like it's a weird thing. Even though I can't see you or anything, just the fact that I know that you're there helps me focus. It's some unconscious thing helps me understand that I'm actually talking to somebody and not just a camera. I don't know, that's weird, but it's psychology, right? I got to convince myself that I'm talking to a person when I'm looking at a camera, and it helps when there's a person on the other end of that camera that I'm talking to. Yep. Alrighty, I think this is it. My mind is starting to get a little buggy. I'm wandering. How long has this been? How long have I been live here with you? One reaction, one view, clips. Actions needed. Too low frames per second. The current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 16. I think I did. I think the frame rate. Okay, so it might be slowing down my frame rate because my bandwidth isn't up to snuff out here because I'm on a Wi-Fi connecting to the house. But I'm still doing pretty good. Let me know what the video quality is like. You're super loud though. You sound great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. At least I can keep on talking, right? I can keep on talking. That was one of the things I was worried about, is whether or not I could just, when the cameras are on, I have somebody out there, whether I could just keep on some kind of a flow where, I'm I'm just articulating my thoughts as they're coming to me. And you see my hands going like this because I'm trying to pull the next thing out. Like, here, think of something, quick. Keep that tongue moving. But okay, we got this going. I think this is a pretty good rehearsal of this dry run here. I've got this stuff running. I'm feeling pretty comfortable that I can handle this live when I go live. Right now, all I got to do is wrangle me up an audience. Okay, so I'm gonna see you. I'll see you later, friend, man. You get yourself some shut eye, get some sleep. Have a good one. All right, I'm gonna shut this down. Thanks. Bye bye. Let's see here. How the hell do I shut this down? End live video. Alrighty. Ciao.